So you're not a fan of Putin?
No.
He's a piece of garbage?
Yes.
Is he an asshole?
Yes.
Is he a mother?
Yes.
Is he a shithead?
Yes.
Is he a
Yes, all these words.
Is he a prick?
He's a killer.
Is he a bag though?
Yes.
Is he a nozzle?
I guess.
Is he a face?
Yes. I agree.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Brighton Beach, New York, home of the largest Ukrainian and Russian communities in the U.S. We're going to ask them about their views on the conflict.
I have relatives there, so they suffer.
And how are they doing?
Terrible. They're hiding.
What area
underground.
are they in?
Kiev.
They're in Kiev. Are you in contact with them at all?
Yes. Just
And
today.
Obviously, you're scared for their lives.
I'm scared a lot. A lot. Sorry, I'm crying.
I have not talked with my parents for 3 days. They are from Irpin, and I know there are a lot of civilians are killed by Russian army.
I've never felt so ashamed of my country and of the government in my country as like I am now. So I've never been such ashamed before.
I feel really ashamed because it is happening. I feel ashamed of my nation right now.
I'm devastated.
How do you feel about your country now?
I feel a lot of pain. I feel a lot of shame.
This is a new chapter of Russian history because this is like unimaginable, unacceptable, a tragedy for Ukrainian people, but also for Russians.
I never was happy about his presidency. I'm half Georgian, actually, this country, Georgia, near Russia.
Like Stalin?
Yes.
I'm with the Socialist Workers' Party. I'm for defending the independence of Ukraine, for the defeat of Moscow's invasion of the country.
So I love that you're the Socialist Workers' Party, I'm a conservative, and we can agree on this issue. I think that's a great thing.
Opposed to nuclear weapons.
I knew it couldn't last.
And I'm opposed to the United States having their missiles and their nuclear arms in Europe.
So, but let me ask you, if you're being honest, let me ask you an honest question. And do you think that if Ukraine had kept their nuclear weapons, that Putin would have invaded Ukraine?
He would have had a much more difficult time.
Do you think that if Ukraine had nuclear weapons today, that Putin would have invaded?
No. If Ukraine would have a nuclear weapon, nobody from Russia gonna step like through the border. It's for sure.
So it was a mistake.
It was a mistake. It was a huge mistake.
Yes, it was a big mistake what Ukraine refused from the nuclear weapons.
No, I don't think he will be attacking us when we will have. Like it's our loss, like we don't have that.
I think no. It would be too risky for him.
Right. So do you think ultimately that was a mistake that Ukraine made?
Yes. I think it was a mistake.
You don't really think one person
Yeah, I think it's a mistake.
But there was an agreement when Ukraine gave up its nuclear weapons. The West made an agreement that we would come to your defense in this exact situation.
Yes, correct.
Do you think that the West betrayed Ukraine in that sense?
Yes, literally, West betrayed Ukraine because they promised to protect Ukraine. They proclaimed that they have to support Ukraine and they have to resist against any invasion or against occupation Ukrainian territory.
Did the West betray the Budapest Memorandum?
They refused from the protect from Budapest Memorandum because it's now they say about this is only was just like science on a paper. Yeah, it's nothing we will go through the parliament of our country. For this reason, this is only paper. You can take this paper and go to the best.
Do you think the West betrayed Ukraine on that deal?
It is betrayed. I don't need to think it's betrayed. Nobody protecting.
I can't understand why President Obama decided not to support Ukraine and not to protect Ukraine when
Crimea.
On the beginning, yes, at the beginning 2014. Why Obama decided to be passive to this situation?
Putin invaded Crimea under Obama.
Yes.
And he invaded Ukraine, rest of Ukraine under Biden. he didn't invade under Trump. Why do you think that is? You think he was scared of Trump?
It's really, I think it's really hard question. You need to think from different angles. But I would say probably maybe Trump was unpredictable for him.
This unpredictability kept Putin, you know, like a little bit, a little bit on heels.
I don't think he wanted him to, challenge him with war. I mean,
you think that he thought that Trump would do that?
Yeah, I mean, Trump is kind of he makes unexpected things. Right. So, and Biden is more like the Biden action are more expected for Putin. So I kind of think this way.
Russia invaded Crimea during Obama. He didn't do anything during Trump.
Yeah.
And then during Biden, he took over Ukraine. Is there something there?
I think they saw the weakness
of the left.
Of the president. Yeah.
It was Caribbean crisis in 1956.
You mean with
the
Cuba?
Cuban.
Yeah, of course.
The Khrushchev is a country.
Kennedy was strong, and they backed
He
off.
was Democrat, but he was strong.
Were you happy with President Biden's response?
Not enough. You know, I want to tell to Biden, be like man.
We saw that President Biden, he said that Russia will be kicked out from SWIFT if war will start. So war started, they didn't kick out Russia yet from SWIFT.
Like European response is way stronger now than I see the American response.
Which is weird because Europeans are normally pussies. How do you feel about what the Biden administration's response has been?
We think that they could do better.
I mean, he responded strong in American way, but not in a Russian way. Yeah.
Right.
He supposed to be more stronger.
Oh, you see,
more strong.
Biden.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be. The Russian language is just understand strong.
Putin understands. He responds to strength.
Of course.
And you think Biden has not been strong?
No.
He see them as a people, our like leaders, who hesitate and they have some fear because they keep saying that if we will interfere in Ukraine, Third World War can start. This is what Putin actually needs. When he see that Western leaders are afraid, they have fear, he will be even more harsh, even more tough with Ukraine. And he wants Ukraine be left alone.
To power only.
Yes. So here the Russian mentality and Putin mentality works just like this. Many countries looking to the US as the country and leader who can support and protect the freedom in the whole world. This is a war between freedom and dictatorship. So US must and should and has to actively enroll in this war and stop Putin. Because if we will not stop Putin, Third World War will start or world will become dictatorial regime.
Our party goes back to we trace our roots right back to the Russian Revolution in 1917, where under the leadership of Lenin, and what Lenin put forward, and this is one of the things under attack by Putin.
I wouldn't be so proud of that part. I would have left that out if I were you on your pitch.